Hello, hi, anyong sanyong tanan, and welcome sa BYY Podcast Episode 4. I'm Eko, and as always, kasama kong yayaw today ay walang iba kundi si Beshi May Alex. Kamusta,
Hey,
Beshi?
hey, everybody from YouTube land, podcast land. Welcome to BYY 6750 podcast.
Welcome. Kamusta ka naman today, Beshi?
Okay naman, medyo pagod. Family day kanina, pero eto tayo. Recording, let's go.
Yes, sir. Let's keep on grinding. So, by the way, this podcast is supported by Rule of Law. He posts every Tuesday mornings, Manila time for your MTG single needs. Just click the link down on the description box below. And may pag-giveaway uli si Boss Lo sa atin. Pero stay tuned kayo at the end of the video para mabigay namin yung details, okay? Nga pala, Beshi, bukod sa tigayaw-yaw natin today, may guest yaw-yawers tayo for today's podcast. So
Oh,
they are also part of the 6750 crew and nag-join sila sa recent Northern Clash Duel Commander tournament last October 5th sa Baguio. So yeah, introduce mo na, Beshi. Sino ba yung mga kasama natin?
we're currently joined by Art and Raven. Welcome to the podcast, mga sir. Let's go.
Thank you for
Hello.
having me.
Magpakilala naman kayo dyan. Simulan natin kay Sir Raven. Sir Raven.
I'm Raven, and I mainly play EDH, and recently I've converted to DC as a play
Let's go.
because of the bannings. But yeah, thank you,
Oh,
thank you for having me.
thank you. Art, kamusta? Ikaw, pare ko, ikaw sama dyan.
Boss, magandang tanghali po sa inyong lahat.
Puta, iba time zone dyan. Iba time zone sa Etibac.
Hindi, wala ko sa Cavite ngayon.
Nasama kayo, nasa Abu Dhabi.
Hindi na. Kaya binanggit ko kanina kay
Saan ulit yun sa mo? Sa
nasa
Saint...
ako ngayon, nasa St. Andrews Field.
Yeah.
Kamusta? Magandang tanghali sa St. Andrews Field. Magandang tanghali.
Saint Andrews
Magandang
Field,
tanghali po
yeah.
sa inyong lahat. Yan, start. Yeah.
So,
Alright.
thank you.
So, actually, si Art tsaka si Raven, kasama din namin sila sa 750 na malaking playgroup namin. It's actually a combination of, if we've told you before, it's a combination of multiple playgroups actually converging to one area. Si Art, tsaka si na Kuya June, si na Rain, and the Lancaster crew, mga Etivacers natin yan, mga taga-Etivac chapter natin. Tapos we have Raven and their group, no, his girlfriend and the friends niya. Actually, they've been playing in 6750 as well as a separate playgroup before. So, syempre, since we're playing at the same area, nagsama-sama na yung playgroup as one big group. So, welcome guys. Welcome to our podcast for today. So, Beshime, ano ba ang plano natin today? What's our plan?
So basically, we're going to be talking about their POVs sa last tournament nila sa Baguio. And if ever there are other preparations that they do for, tournaments and such. So
Okay.
yun ang magiging topic natin for
Okay,
this.
So, actually, yun nga, majority of the discussion today will revolve around tournament prep, right? So, there are a bunch of tournaments that happened recently, major tournaments in DC or Duel Commander. We also have an upcoming event for the 6750 crew, which is a CEDH, our quarterly CEDH event. And then after that, I believe on the next day, there's a TGE CEDH event that's gonna happen in Gold Duel, Cubao. So, we've been talking about it recently, in the past weekends na ano bang dapat na ginagawa natin to prep for these kinds of tournaments. Especially, I think in our last tournament for 6750, we ended at 44, 45 players.
Yeah, 40 plus.
And the last tournament that we had was about the last DC tournament that they joined, or the Northern Clash 2024, was about 92 players. So, big events that are coming in. We want to talk about ano bang klase ng preparation, ano ba dapat ginagawa, ano bang usual na mentality coming into these kinds of tournaments. So, let's start, no?
Alright.
Let's start with our first question, Beshime. Ano bang natin diyan?
So, the first question is, paano ba preparation niyo for the tournaments that you're gonna be encountering or you're going to be joining? So, kunyari, there's a Northern Clash or I believe yung sa CEDH natin for the 26, right? Paano ba yung preparations natin doon? Um, yan.
Start natin kay galing sa St. Andrews Field.
Yeah,
Yan,
St.
start
Andrews
natin
Field
doon.
muna. Yan, doon muna tayo sa St. Andrews
Madali
Field.
na doon, mainit-init na doon eh. Simulan natin doon.
Yun. So, kung preparation, siguro pag sa DC, o kahit naman sa sa CEDH,
Mm.
more on playtest lang talaga. Then nagche-check din ng mga decks online, nagtitingin ng mga iba't ibang mga builds kasi
Mm.
especially sa DC, hindi porket yun yung commander ng opponent mo, pare-parehas ng build. O siguro
Mm.
pati naman sa CEDH, pero kadalasan kasi sa CEDH konting pieces lang
Mix.
ng mga
Yeah,
cards dun sa deck ang
3 cards lang
nababago,
difference.
mga tech cards.
I
Pero
agree, I
sa
agree.
DC kasi iba yung alam mo yung iba yung build, may iba-ibang build.
Mm.
Yeah. So, nagche-check lang talaga online, nagtitingin dito man sa Pinas yung tournament or abroad. Then playtest lang sa mga kagrupo na naglalaro rin ng DC. So, yun.
Mm.
Ikaw Raven, how do you prepare?
So for this one specifically,
Oo.
I prepared parang like a month in advance kasi uh, I knew about the Northern Clash parang months prior.
Mm.
Parang kasi every year, diba, they have it.
Yeah, they have it,
So,
yeah.
marami ako sa friend group ko na nagbabalak umakyat daw. So, yeah,
Mm.
sabi ko, yeah, maybe I'll give it a shot. Tapos, yeah, yung parang official training ko started like
Ah.
exactly 1 month before yung Northern Clash.
Uh-huh.
So, yun. So, to prep for that, I started joining small tourneys. Actually, yung
Mm.
for me, that was the biggest game changer. Kasi joining like small tourneys, yung mga
Uh,
weekly tourney, yung mga weekly tourneys
yeah.
ng mga shop,
Mm.
ganun. Sumali lang ako doon parang every week. Tapos first tourney ko pa lang, ang dami ko na agad binago sa deck ko kasi my deck wasn't
Mm.
really with the meta here. So hindi
Oo.
siya it's really not cut out. So
Mhm.
just keep on joining yung mga tourneys, mga small tourneys. Tapos you'll get lots of insight and you get to talk and meet with lots of people, possibly with the same decks or same idea of decks. Tapos
Mm.
yeah, magbe-brainstorm na kayo and ideas will keep flowing. Yun, hanggang sa ma-tune, fine-tune yung deck mo. And yeah, yun yung main, for me, the number one is just join small tourneys. Big or small, parang keep on joining tourneys, mas
Oo.
maraming taong makalaro, mas mafe-feel mo yung meta. Ganun.
Okay.
Actually,
And
I
yeah,
agree. That resonates me to me a lot kasi parang in combination of what art and what you're saying, 'di ba? Parang usually at the kasi recently parang nagne-net deck gusto ko rin mag-try ng DC. I think a playgroup is a little shifting a little
yeah,
bit, right? So now we're halo na ng CEDH, casual
DC.
EDH, and then Duel
Duel
Commander yung
Commander.
playgroup natin eh.
Mm.
So I've actually started check net decking dual deck. So I
yeah.
started with Tamiyo. Tapos
And
nung nilalaro ko siya, parang hindi na ba gumaga? Ano ba to? Bakit ganito? Tapos doon ko na-realize na you're
yeah,
right na sometimes the meta isn't the same in Brazil or in St. Andrews Field. Ika
yes, yeah,
Di ba?
Doon.
Hindi
exactly.
yes.
Yeah.
Na
So you should always make sure yung meta na pina-follow mo is yung hindi to nga sa
yung
Philippines.
dito. Yeah,
Yun yung
you're right.
yeah. Kasi dito mga Philippine event, ganun.
Oh, and
But yeah,
that resonates with me. So same thing eh. When I started nag-CDH tourneys din ako, I do small tourneys din with TGE sa Vertis North Neutral Grounds. And then yung original yung original CC deck ko, parang net deck at start eh. Pero
Mm.
eventually hindi nagma-match sa parang heavy on creatures dito, hindi siya masyado nagmamatch sa meta ng US. Mas mabilis yung meta ng Pilipinas. EDH top 16 lang naman ako nag-check. So parang hindi siya kumbaga sa ano.
Yeah.
That's really a good point. That's really a good point. Ikaw
Yeah.
Beshi, ano bang prep ang ginagawa mo, Parigoy?
Ano lang, grind lang ng grind, laro lang ng laro kahit ano na, 3 weeks nang walang panalo, mga gano'n.
Grinder lang.
Sumasad boy na, no?
Oo,
Ako,
minsan kasi pagka,
variance.
minsan kasi pagka sumasad boy, ka ano, baklasin ko na nga yung deck ko, tapos hindi, variance lang yan, pre.
Makatulong sa politika ng
Oo,
CDH.
variance lang yan, variance lang yan. Eventually, mananalo ka rin naman. So, ayun.
Oh, actually, fun fact. So, Raven, and Art, no, I was looking, we were discussing this last week, and then I think I kind of checked, Raven, your standing. What was your standing for the Northern Clash 1? Were you like, I think, nasang place ka ba? Out of the 92?
26. Nasa 26 ako.
So, pero,
yeah.
here's the thing, right? So, he just finished the tournament today, if I'm not mistaken, and he finished at second this week.
Yes,
So,
sir!
Second place.
Good job!
Yeah, right. So, again, that says a lot in terms of the experience that you get from a major tournament, bringing it down here back to Manila. Tapos, yun nga, minsan, nasa 26 ka, pero minsan nasa number 2 ka, bro.
Oo.
So, di ba? So, I think, as long as you keep grinding, variance will, as long as you have confidence in your deck, and then you continue to meta shift, adjust, readjust, adjust again, till find your groove, tas parang, then you get to place like, out of, second out of the battle for Moxon. So, that's yun yung ano.
Parang,
go, pare ko.
Yeah, I'll add something like yung in addition, yun nga, sa joining mga small tourneys, second big part then is having a play group that you can play against.
Yes.
That have the same drive and passion to play the game. Tapos like-minded in terms na gusto nila mag-perform yung deck nila to the best of their abilities. So sa play group ko recently, I've been organizing yung mga playgroups, tapos I give them decks, yung mga naka-proxy na decks lang kasi they can't afford the pero they want to play DC. So yun yung ginagawa ko. So I encourage them just play proxy, and then just play test. Ang importante lang naman is knowing how to play. Yun yung first part dun eh. Kasi if they stop at buying cards, they dun sila mapipigilan sa pag-improve as a DC player. So yeah, yung two biggest is yung joint tourneys and having a play group.
Ako may isa pa ako. Dapat may pagbibilan ka din ng cards mo, which is usually saan natin binibili yan, Benjamin? Saan natin binibili ang cards natin?
Siyempre, saan pa ba? Sa rule of law. Kung ano mang, ito yan guys, rule of law, ano mang format yan, meron yan. Check nyo lang. Oo.
Yep.
Check
Pero I agree. Parang, how about you?
Meron din yan.
Meron. Ikaw ba, sa Edibac, sa ang tawag namin, Lancaster chapter, kamusta? Nagduduel na rin ba kayo doon?
May mga players na rin na nagbubuo. So, yung iba, sabi nga namin, okay lang yan mag proxy muna para at least ma-feel lang nila yung laro, yung DC. Kasi iba siya sa multi eh. As in, pati yung deck building mo, iba eh. So, ayun, nagdadahan-dahan sila, pero more on sila ngayon, mas gusto nila $100 EDH, multi.
Gusto ko din yun.
Yeah.
Actually, Brewer, kasi, yung Brewer's advantage for $100, parang your knowledge of the card. Ang maganda sa kanya, parang may magugulat ka na lang na good cards na, ito parang cents ang presyo. Cheap, right? I think Raven won like $100 tournament too recently, right?
Yeah.
Urza Saga. Yeah. Awesome, ang gandang Urza Saga, pare ko. I like
Urza Saga.
You're keeping it, you're not selling it to me.
Wala bang plano dyan? Wala bang plano?
Maganda
Saka
siya,
ano,
maganda siya.
padagdag ko lang, boss.
Sure.
Ang $100 kasi parang even kayo lahat. Pare-parehas
Yes.
kayo. So,
Yes.
walang excuses para, mas high-powered yung gamit niya.
Oo.
So, yun lang
Mm.
naman.
Oo, din nga yung gusto ko dun eh. That's the reason why I play CEDH, right? Kasi yun yung play CEDH at the maximum level. That's 100% eh. Tapos, the next thing that I play is budgeted EDH, which is, yun nga, yung mga $100, $250. Kasi, you get a budget, tapos bahala ka, parang fantasy draft. Parang, I don't know you guys if you play fantasy draft, right? You get a budget, tapos you try to win with that budget, di ba? Parang, ganun din yung feeling niya. Parang, mas gusto ko yung ganun kasi, ang hirap i-determine yung levels, yung what's a 7, di ba? Parang, yun yung mahirap na portion. Pero, if you put it at $100, level playing field, wala tayong even playing field, wala tayong lamangan, lahat tayong dollar. Tama,
Mm.
ayan.
Yes.
So, sige, let's move on to the next one. Beshi May, kunin ko na muna tong question na to. How
Go
was your
ahead.
experience sa event ng Northern Clash? Kamusta naman yung event? Going there. I know that's in Baguio. Ano ba, parang talagang, uy, tara, trip tayo, Baguio. Ano ba ang naging experience nyo na ginawa nyo during the ube, strawberry, taho, strawberry taho. Diba? Ano ba, kamusta, how was your experience there? Sige, let's start with, who did we start? Let's start with Raven.
Raven naman, Raven.
So yeah, sabi ko, parang nagkaayaan lang talaga, umakyat bigla. Tapos, ayun, so we drove there, relatively, hindi kami nagmamadali. Kasi we went on the 4th, the day before, para, we had the night to rest, for the journey.
That's good.
So, yeah, everything, relatively smooth, parang hindi kami nagmamadali, walang hinahabol, pwede ka magtigil sa para pwede ka tumigil sa gas station para mag-cigar. Usually, hindi na ginagawa yun kasi nga, ang daming kinakain na oras. Pero yeah, very leisurely yung dating namin doon. Pero yeah, then sa lodging namin, okay naman. Like, nakapagpahingan maayos. Tapos, yeah, diretso sa, nag-ikot lang kami sa Baguio nung sa night markets. Tapos, before the tourney, yun, ganun lang. Nag-ikot lang. Hindi kami nakapag-sightseeing masyado before the tourney kasi nga, yung gabi na.
So, it's the
So,
whole day, right? The tour is the whole day. So, it's
yeah,
not gonna be able to do anything on that day.
So, yung kumain lang, tapos lakad-lakad lang saglit. Sayang yung lamig kung hindi,
True.
Mhm. Yeah, lamig. So, yeah, lakad lang.
Yakapsul weather. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about ikaw, Art? Kamusta? Ano bang naging trip niyo doon?
Nalaman ko kasi yung tourney parang 2-3 months pa prior nung mismong event.
Mm-mm.
So, sinabihan lang ako nung owner ng Mage Ring, Bishop. So, sabi niya sumama raw ako. So, hindi ako nagdi-DC. So, ang ginawa ko, nagpabuo lang ako sa kanila ng deck. Ganito yung gusto kong deck, ganito yung build na gusto ko, yung mga cards. So, inipon-ipon. Then, okay naman yung experience doon. Pumunta kami Friday. So, dumating kami ron ng halos 11 PM na yata ng Friday.
Mhm.
So, kinabukasan, pagdating doon, nagpahinga lang, humanap ng kakainang resto. Kasi may nauna ng mga tropa doon. So, nagkita-kita kami ron, kumain kami. Then, nagpahinga, kinabukasan, laro. Then, Sunday, nag-ikot sila. Nung Sunday, parang nagkaroon ako ng stiff neck. So, hindi ako paggising ko, ang sakit na ng ulo ko.
Ginagawa mo sa... Sino tinitignan mo dyan, parts, ha?
So, ganun ang nangyari. Ang ginawa ko na lang, nagpabili na lang ako sa kanila. Yung mga bumili ng mga pampasalubong. So, then, pumunta ako ng event ulit ng Sunday, yung sa Modern. Pumunta lang ako para magtingin ng cards, magtinda na rin, ganun, magbenta. So, sayang yung punta. Then, ayun, hindi na ako nakapamasyal or
So the Northern Clash is also a Toy-Con event. So, a friend of somebody from our play group, shout out kay Benny, no? He actually was there.
Benny.
Si Benny Boy, there was there for the Toycon event rather than the tournaments for Magic. Pero that's already a plus for him. Yun rin guys, parang did you guys go to the Toycon event? I think there was a small Toycon event.
Yun pala. Kasi may Toycon event, ang problema niya magkahiwalay sila ng
Venue?
building.
I
Kaya
see.
same lang naman yung lugar o yung place, pero let's say eto yung building ng event ng DC. Then merong kabilang building na medyo maglalakad ka lang naman, konti lang naman. Andun yung
Mhm.
Toycon. So sa buong event na yon, pati yung mga artist ng MTG na dun sila nakapwesto. So
Mhm.
dahil sobrang busy, ako hindi na ako nakapunta dun sa Toycon event.
Paring Beshi May, ano bang sunod natin?
Ayun nga. So, sabi rin kasi ni Art kanina, 'di ba, yung typically or for our playgroup din naman, we have multiple formats. We have DC, we have CEDH, we have casual EDH, right? So
Mm.
the next question is pattern to that. For everyone here, or for specifically for Art and for Ravian, how is Duel Commander different from your typical EDH or CEDH?
Mm.
Sige ano naman tayo from
St. Andrew's Field
St.
para yung
Andrew's
feed
Field yan oo.
umabot yung feed sa atin baka may
Oo.
delay may
No, ang kaibahan niya kasi, ang DC kasi is
Hmm,
talagang naka-focus ka lang sa iisang kalaban, opponent mo.
Mhm.
So,
mm.
ang build ng decks dun or ng deck sa kadalasan is more on beat down. So,
Okey.
25 eh. So,
Oo.
nagma-matter yung isa, dalawang damage
Oo
most
nga,
of the
totoo yun.
time. Kaya hindi katulad ng CEDH na more on combo or
Mhm.
mag-aano ka muna ng board state mo, aayusin mo lahat. Then
Mhm.
kung kaya mo nang mag-go off para kadalasan or halos lahat naman combo sa CEDH.
Yep.
Okey.
Sa DC kasi, hindi siya gano'n. So, merong mga ibang decks or merong ibang mga players na naglalagay pa rin ng combo, mga two-card
Mhm.
combo sa deck nila. Pero
Mhm.
kadalasan ipapanalo siya through combat,
Mm.
attack,
Ah,
dealing ng damage, 'yan.
I
So, 'yun
agree, I
yung
agree.
isa sa mga kaibahan ng dalawang format para
Mhm.
sa'kin.
How about you,
So,
Raven? How about you?
yeah, so main difference is uh, yun nga, uh, T1D1. And on a design perspective, Magic originally designed or balanced in a 20 life format, which is yun yung DC.
Oo.
So it's a constructed format, so 20 life. So yung cards and the numbers on the cards matter way more than in
Oo.
EDH. Kasi yung stats ng creature mo, let's say it's a 3/3, uh, let's say you could say that's bad in DC
Mhm.
because it nice lightning bolt, pero
Mhm.
in CH you don't care about the stats, you care about what the text is on the card.
Yep, that's true.
Uh,
Oo nga 'no.
DC, yeah, you tend to care about the stats, the mana cost,
Mhm.
every bit of mana helps, yung ganon synergy, and yeah, I think it's a good, ano din, what do you call this? Good game na in terms of design kasi nga, uh, yun nga, Magic is designed with 20 life in mind. Pero
Mhm.
yung TDH or multi EDH designed with 40 life. Pero yung DC, it's like combining those two. Yung the best of both worlds, kumbaga.
Mhm.
Uh, you get cards designed for Commander, yung multiplayer format, and you also get to use cards and staples across all formats.
mhm,
Lightning bolts, Swords of Plowshares, all that kind of stuff. Binap nga sa DC. So,
Oo.
for me, yun yung parang magandang design sa kanya as a game, at least.
Mhm. Ah,
Na you get to explore all of Magic's cards kasi almost all cards are legal, yung mga
mhm, that's true.
uh,
It's an eternal format too, eh. That's the reason why.
reasonable cards. Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
So, yeah, for me, yun yung parang draw din niya. Other than the yung nga, 1v1 quick games all the time. Yung deck building din, medyo it's weird.
Different.
You
It's
don't
a lot
see,
different. It's a lot
yeah,
different.
very different. So, first advice ko sa mga newbies din, sumasali, you don't really deck build in DC pag hindi mo pa alam yung meta, you haven't played the game.
Yes,
So,
that's true.
ang first step talaga in DC is always to net deck.
Oh,
Parang
definitely.
you can't get around that eh. Kasi pag if you try to brew, try to make a rogue deck tapos wala kang knowledge sa DC, you're just gonna get stumped and you're gonna get disappointed. Tapos sasabihin mo, parang hindi ma-fit sa expectation mo. Unlike in Commander, even if you brew something janky or something, like borderline work, it will still work some of the time. But that's
That's
not
true. I agree.
Mm.
in DC,
Hala.
di ba? Kasi nga,
Actually,
mas, mm, mas
ac-
streamline, mas cutthroat in DC.
mm,
So, for me, yun yung for major difference in deck building and card design.
so let me put it in a different way, no? And I agree, in terms of netdeck. I mean, we don't discourage brewers, no, that try to, pero I think you're right. In terms of, um, it, I think EDH is more, Dual Commander punishes you more in terms of deck brewing. I think, kasi
Yeah,
tama ka,
right.
in terms of,
Sorry, yeah, to this,
I say, go
yeah,
ahead.
I didn't wanna, parang, sorry, yeah, di ko sasabi, bad yung brewing. Bad yung brewing only if you don't know the meta or you
Oo.
haven't played the game yet. Don't start
Oo.
to brew once you've heard the format, understood some of the stuff, what happens,
Oo.
ganun. Dun lang yung best time to brew. Pero
Oo.
yung coming into the game, just brew, yun yung, uh, I strong advise not to. Yun,
Oo, ang lakas kasi
yun yun.
actually may
Yun
mga
lang yung,
cards na sobrang lakas sa DC. Oh, I'll give you an
yeah,
example, no. You don't really play Force Spike in EDH.
EDH.
Force Spike
EDH.
yeah,
is a 1 CMC counter spell
and
if control unless opponent plays one. Right? So
yeah,
you don't really see that in EDH or CEDH,
um,
even if it's a good rate as a 1 CMC counter every, pero everybody can pay the one eventually if you want to counter somebody else. Pero, di ba, parang
yeah,
you have to understand how it feels like in terms of ano. And I say that EDH Dual Commander I think punishes more only because you're only relying on yourself. EDH as a format is multi, and your shortcomings can be taken over by somebody else's deck brewing or deck. Meaning kasi there's three other players that can help you out if your junkie deck is not working, right? So,
Yes.
yeah, correct.
Yes.
yun
Yeah.
yung ano siya. Kaya, I agree. That's, first thing that I've noticed is that, kasi I used to play 1v1 formats like Pauper when I got back to Magic. Yun yung na-realize ko kagad when syempre kahit na gaano ka-weird yung deck mo sa EDH, somebody's gonna pick up the pieces if you're missing something or not doing. You can't, if
Mhm.
somebody's winning, two
Mm.
other people can help you stop him. Sa duel kasi, if he's winning, you're probably losing.
Yeah, correct.
So,
Yun lang. Tapos, yeah,
Dagdag ko lang, boss.
ah,
Ang kagandahan naman sa kanya, yung mga cards na hindi mo nagagamit, na meron ka sa CEDH, magagamit mo siya sa DC. Or
kakakwenta,
nagagamit mo siya
exactly,
sa
yeah.
DC.
kakakwenta
Pati
yung
mga
binder ko eh. Kakakwenta
ban
yung binder ko
cards.
bigla.
Pati ban cards.
True.
Yan, mga banned na cards sa CEDH or
EDH.
EDH na legal siya sa DC. At ganun din sa DC sa
Like
EDH.
balance.
Mm.
Yes, balance. Yan.
Oo,
Gagamit
tama,
mo din sa
tama.
DC.
Hull
Uh,
Breacher.
I made welcome to DC card.
Yes.
Oo. Hull
Hull
Breacher.
Breacher, yeah, exactly. And then,
True
Nung
name
nakita ko yun.
nemesis.
True name Nemesis. Oo, true name
True
Yes.
name name.
Nemesis.
Alala ko
Mga
tuloy
ganun.
Beshi, yung true name Nemesis mo, no? Yung,
hindi
share ko
siya
lang sa inyo
creative,
guys, nag-try ako mag-DC
pero
kasi.
it's not that good.
Nag-try ako nag-DC, ang deck ko Hakbal. Sabi ko, DC kaya ko naman 'yan. So yung casual deck ko na Hakbal of the Surging Soul, ginawa kong DC. Yabang ko pa. Sabi ko, "Tara, papalag naman 'to, explore 'to. Lumalaki yung mga fish ko dito, eh." Yabang ko pa, eh. Tapos
Beat
naglaro
down
kami.
to, beat down,
Beat
beat down to, bro.
Murph to, Simic Value Engine. Tapos, naglaro kami ni Alex. So, Tamiyo yung gamit niya that time. I was like,
Before
what
it
the
was bad, before it was bad.
before it was done, I was like, what the hell am I doing?
So,
Tapos
ano
binabahan niya ako ng true name Nemesis, nakatanga na lang ako sa kanya, hindi ko na alam kung anong gagawin ko.
tawa ka ng tao eh.
Holy shit, man.
Siyempre, I net deck this Tamiyo, Inquisitive Scholar, I think, di ba? And ano it was right up my alley. It was a Simic deck, pero it's mostly blue. I think there's only like 2 cards that's green there. So sabi ko, shit, perfect to. Ito yung playstyle ko sa EDH eh. So, I build it. First 15 laro kami, playtest natin, Eko. Kasi kabubuo ko lang.
Sabi ko, wait lang, buuin ko lang to sa akin, akong bahala sa'yo.
After nun, ayaw na mag-DC.
Ayun.
Yun yung sinasabi ni David na.
Sabi ko, sabi ko after nun, kaya ayoko ng 1v1 format eh. Kaya ako nag-EDH eh.
May nangyari sa akin na ganyan. Ano naman. So, DC, may deck yung tropa. Sabi ko, gamitin ko yan. Ayusin ko lang yung build sa gusto kong build. So, airtie siya, airtie.
Okay.
Oo. Natawa ko, di syempre, control, airtie. Pagkas niya, nagkas ako ng mana drain. Hindi ko alam ban pala sa DC yung mana drain. May nanonood na ibang player noon. Sabi ko, uy, ban yan. Ay, ganun ba? Sorry. Sabi ko, sige, ano na lang siya, basic land na lang.
Basic land na lang.
Hindi ko alam. Tuntua pa naman ako kasi sabi ko, first time ko may kakasa DC yung mana drain.
Ano yan, Raven?
Nagulat din ako na nakakalaban ako ng Leovold, yung Emissary of Trust.
Oo, so yung ban yun sa EDH eh. Malala kasi yung
legal siya sa DC eh.
Yeah.
Tapos it's as you'd expect. Puro windfall, puro Teferi's Puzzle Box. Ganun na siya. Yun yung win ko niya.
Lala, bad boy
Pero
sa isa sa playgroup natin, shoutout sa kanya, naglalaro sila sa group natin. Kira is actually playing that deck. Yun yung Duel Commander niya. Siyempre, as we were talking about, the playgroup is kind of transitioning to this DC, CEDH playgroup na kaya nakakatuwa din, no? When I see, di ba, may nag-duel, may nagka-casual, CEDH doon sa isang gilid. So, parang medyo yung diversity of the group has been evolving. And I think this is mostly brought about kasi si Lo, biglang out of nowhere, DC tayo. Lahat kami, tara, DC tayo.
The Supreme Leader has spoken.
Supreme Leader, eh. Parang lahat, sige, tara, sakto pa. Bannings, parang lahat tuloy, parang, sige, tara, subukan natin, pang patanggal umay muna. Diba? So, parang, naban bigla yung Tamiyo nung medyo sumama yung loob ko onte. Pagkatapos ko yung net deck yun, pinaghirapan kong pag-isipan yun kung i-type yung MTG top 8, tapos top deck.
Hindi, nahirapan kang lumusong sa Kumunoy.
Oo, grabe yun. Kasi, and they were talking about it, right? In DC, you get these counters like, yung Consigned to Memory. This is a new card from MH3. Right? Ang lakas niya sa DC, bro. So, nagagamit siya. Tapos ang lakas din niya I think malakas din yata siya sa ibang format. Pero you don't get to use that in EDH eh. Di ba? Parang, dive ka sa kumunoy ng cards mo eh. Mga common, uncommon na hindi mo napapansin before.
Magagals ka na.
Wash
Wash away.
away.
Di ba? Parang gulat ako eh. Uy, shit, solid to
Miscalculation. Yung mga counterspell na
$100 gamit naman yung Watch Away.
Oo, gamit yon. Kahit na yung Manalik eh. Kaya buti nga gulat nga ako, isa lang copy ko ng Manalik eh. Oh, wala pala ako. Buti na lang, nagpo-popper ako dati. So, I had like 4 spike. Yung mga legal, proper legal na counters. So, yun, ginagamit ko din. So, medyo ano na ako doon. Pero, nagulat ako na yun yung mga cards na usually hindi mo nakikita sa CDH or sa EDH. Pero,
Oh.
biglang out of nowhere, naglalabasan. So, which is,
Ano it comes in... Sorry, mabagal yata kasi signal ko.
sige, no worries, go ahead, bro.
You're all good, you're all good.
Yun nga, yung point nyo dun sa force spike na nagagamit. Kasi in CDH or in multi, ayaw mo makipag-trade ng 1-for-1 sa resources. Kasi pag nag-1-for-1 kayo, pa-up ng resource yung,
Tatlo.
yung dalawa yung kalab.
Yeah.
So, inherently, parang in CDH, inherently counter spells are bad. 1-for-1 trades are bad. So, dapat lahat ng cards mo, nagto 2-for-1, 3-for-1, and so on. Yung
Yes.
massive value per card. Pero kasi sa DC, every life counts, every card counts. So kahit mag-trade kayo ng 1-for-1, kahit anong ma-counter spell mo yan, ma-force spike mo yan, ma-thought seize mo yan, just trade 1-for-1, yun na yun. Tapos eventually, you'll drop a creature na will take 2 answers and then so on hanggang sa mag-accrue ka ng small advantages over time hanggang sa, yun nga, you eke out the win sa 20 life. Unlike sa multi, i-combo. Ganun.
Yeah, it's a battle of
Yeah, yun lang.
attrition for DC. I think that's how to look at it, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
eventually one card is gonna be an answer. You'll have you'll play a card that they'll need 2 answers for rather than 1. Habang nag-answeran kayo. So when that happens, that's where you start gaining that advantage. And I think in a 1v1 format, that's always been, and that's I think the appeal of DC kasi it still brings that yung ganong klase ng feel ng standard constructed ng ganong klaseng format to an EDH format or a singleton form 100 deck format. So yun, go ahead.
Sorry. Saka yung mga cards, yung mga abilities niya, pagka sa EDH kasi, sa multi, more on each opponents, ganyan ang mga ng
Mga
mga cards.
wording.
Unlike sa DC kasi, single target, walang problema.
Oh. Kaya lakas ng mga single, alam mo, so I'm brewing this airtie and I was talking to Lawrence about to Supreme Leader. And sabi ko nga, ang gusto ko ang gawin ngayon is, alam mo yung mga bago counter na mga flash creatures? Like, Hope Ender Coatl from diba, from MH3, pay 1, right? So that's a 4 spike on a stick. And there's another one in Duskmorn, I forgot the name it's color blue.
Fear,
tapos,
something.
Fear of something. Yeah. So, parang 3 counter target spell. May flash. Legit medyo gusto ko yung mga ganong cards ngayon for duel, and I feel like kasi nga it's an answer for 1 card and then you get it as a creature, so technically that's a 2 for 1, right? So and that's how you accrue advantages, like Raven was saying earlier, na there's gonna be a time where you get that to a point where your 1 for 1 becomes a 2 for 1, and that's how you try to win, snowball that kind of advantages for DC.
Actually, ganyan ang meta ngayon sa DC. Kung titignan mo, kung mag-net deck ka, karamihan ng mga decks, controls, mid-range, mga flash ang mga creatures.
Oo, totoo.
Or
yung deck ko ngayon,
kadalasan may mga ETB. May mga ETB ang mga cards. Mga creatures.
Like Pyro Boy is the best, one of the best kasi nga it deals with a creature tapos it's a big blocker. Yun yung para isa malakas na tempo plays sa DC. Or Venser, yung Shaper Savant. You don't have to commit anything. Tapos it can counter almost actually it can answer anything. Lupa, bounce mo, spell bounce mo, ganun. And you get a 2/2 body out of it. Parang easy. Tapos yung Enduring Curiosity from Duskmorn din. Yung flash ng blue. Yung Curiosity. Tapos it's a flash 4 mana, 4/3. Tapos whenever a creature you control deals damage, you draw. Parang it's a better advantage engine than most cards. Tapos it's flash. You don't have to commit resources on your turn. You can wait for counters, ganun. Parang nandun lahat sa tempo ng you always do stuff at the end of your opponent's turn. You always
Yes.
dash and stuff. Yun yung parang naging meta talaga ngayon. Nag-aabangan kasi nga if you get tapped out tapos may na-resolve na permanent na game ender like Contamination, Blood Moon, Harbinger of the Seas, usually you're
Oo.
done for. So you
Oo.
always have to have
Meron
parang
pang
may
ano,
sagot ka, you have an answer, you have an open.
meron pang mas nagagamit sa DC na hindi gaano nagmamatter sa multi or sa EDH is yung mga adventure cards, mga initiative, mga
Ay, oo.
monarch.
Hindi, di
Sobrang
totoo yan. Malakas
sobrang
yan.
value siya sa
Malakas din yan sa EDH. So,
sobrang value siya sa DC. Parang siya na yung nagiging mga Ristic Study mo, mga Mystic
mm,
Remora mo sa sa
true.
Eh, yung mga
multi
Bone
na
Crusher Giant,
hindi
yun
yan
ba?
sa DC.
And the Brazen
Yes.
Borrower. Yeah.
Oh, yun, solid
Kasi,
yun.
yeah,
Kasi, that's a
it's like
2
two
for 1.
cards talaga.
2 for 1,
Uh,
yes.
Literal 2 for 1 na yun.
that's a 2 for 1,
It
right?
could be a 3 for 1 at sometimes kasi nga, Bone Crusher, you deal with something and then it's a body itself. So they'll need to answer it.
Oo,
So, yeah, parang
you're right.
3 for
You're
1
right.
is really yung dating
3
niya.
for 1,
It's such a, it's really good.
Totoo.
Let's go to the next question. How any upcoming events? What's next for you guys? Ano bang plano nyo, or meron ba kayong pinagpe-prepare na tournament na upcoming na you feel na parang ito, fight to sa akin?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Parkal, definitely. Yung sa Mox Ruby. That one definitely yun yung pinagandaan namin lahat. Pero, yeah, yung mga next events, yung the small tourneys, sasalihan ko pa rin just to grind out more games, more practice, more ideas. Yun.
How about ikaw, Art?
Ako naman sa Parkal, medyo hindi pa ako sure dun eh. So, pero tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung every Friday DC sa local card shop namin dito. Tapos, yung sa 26, yon isa sa, syempre, maglalaro
Tournament
tayo.
natin yun eh.
Yes,
Mm.
sa ating quarterly tournament ng 6750. So far, yun lang naman.
Hindi
Ikaw,
pa.
Beshi May, baka may pinagpaplanuhan ka dyan. Ano bang
Dahil sa sa conversation natin, baka itatry ko ulit mag-DC, pre.
Hey!
let's go!
Paglalaban ko yung Murpok ko.
Paglalaban mo na naman yung Murpok mo. I think mag-ingay ka na. Ang nagbibigay ng advice sa akin ngayon silo kung ano yung magandang mga deck, mga cool boo, and we've been playing with him for a while. Alam niya yung playstyle natin eh. So, ang ginagawa niya, yung mga playstyle natin, pinapattern niya kung ano yung sa tingin niya na magiging gusto mo. So, kapag nagbibigay siya ng mga commander, mas maganda consult ka din. Ayun, sa mga kasapi natin, kina Art, kina Raven, di ba? You play with si EDH with them anyways. Magandang magandang pagsimulan yan, pare ko.
Moving on, so aside from that, syempre yung 6750 tournament natin, everyone is kind of preparing for that. So, medyo, na yun eh, last slot na yun for the year-end natin, di ba? So,
totoo.
kumbaga, yun na yung final ticket for the year-end eh. So, let's see.
Maglalaro ba kayo, Art? Ikaw ba, Raven, maglalaro ka? Sa 26?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ikaw, Pikachu, ano bang preparation mo para sa 26?
Inaayos ko ulit yung deck to the pre-ban format. Kasi, for
We're
the
doing
last
pre-ban.
for those who aren't aware, so it's a pre-ban tournament, meaning Dockside, Mana Crypt, Jeweled Lotus, and Nadu are still allowed. So for the past couple of weeks kasi the deck has been on the post-ban state. So I've been doing a lot of brewing dun sa Inala deck ko. And ayun, ibabalik ko lang siya sa pre-ban.
Sumasadboy ka pa.
Hindi. Kasi ikaw ba naman 3 linggo kang talo. 'Di ba? Parang tama pa ba yung ginagawa ko? So,
Pre-ban muna tayo, pre-ban. Marami kang
so,
panalo sa pre-ban, oh.
so, tingnan natin sa pre-ban. Pagka talo, ganun pa rin. Sabi nga ni Raven, di ba? Grind it out.
Mm.
Makukuha at makukuha rin yun.
Oh, nice, 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 nice. Well, for me, I have the 6750 event, our quarterly. I think
Mm.
it's our last for the year, so we need making sure that we have a full attendance there. I'm also joining the TGE event on Sunday in Gold. So that's 2 events in 2 days. Um, Post-ban and pre-ban. Actually, on the fence pa ako kung anong gagamitin ko doon sa post-ban.
Yeah.
Nag-brew ako ng bagong CC deck na
Oh.
gumagana. Biglang gumana
Yun yung
kanina.
gamit mo kanina? Yun yung gamit mo
Oo,
kanina?
pare. Medyo nakapanalo
Oh.
ko, nakasigit akong panalo kanina. Kaya parang, oh no, it's working. Now I'm confused.
Is this post-ban? Post-ban yung build?
Post-ban, bro,
Oh.
post-ban. The Revy's the man.
Oh,
So,
okay.
or the bird, I'm not sure. The man bird. Pero, medyo solid siya. Na medyo stacksy na nga lang yung build ko. Galit pa naman ako sa stocks, pero I have to,
Oh.
kailangan ko mag-cope Kailangan ko mag-cope sa meta.
Do
Again, with the post-ban shifting meta,
Mm.
slower, I think, maging ganun muna yung playstyle ko until I get, we get more clarity in what the bans look like, itong buong bagong RC ng command. So,
It's actually interesting din yung this upcoming tourney natin. Parang ngayon lang mag-merge yung Duskmorn cards and yung
yes.
mga pre-ban cards. So, I don't know, ibang meta na makikita natin for only, yeah,
Oo.
exactly. So, yeah. I haven't practiced, honestly. I think 2 months na ako, walang multiplayer game, either casual or CH.
Oh.
Wala pa akong
Addict,
practice. Talagang
addict yun
full
Darating sa
digital session.
6750, Lo! Let's go!
Yeah.
You, me, do it now!
Diba?
It's time to
Yeah.
do it.
Pero yeah, I'll make sure I'll have practice sa 26 para hindi naman sayang yung effort nila lahat na mag-tourney. So, para maganda yung laban, no? Hindi
Oo.
yung matatalo ako dahil nagka-misplay ako or something. Para
Ay,
no regret, kumbaga. So,
we
definitely
do.
I'll still practice this week para maka-brew pa,
Oo.
makahanap ng bagong Duskmorn tech, just in case. Tapos, yeah, on the fence pa ako kung ano rin dadating ko. Kung ano ako, Grixis or Blue Form. Not sure. Pero, yeah.
Still, two of the best deck.
Yeah. Still brewing.
I don't think that there's a bad choice there.
Yeah,
ikaw,
yeah.
ikaw Art,
So,
ano ba dadalhin mo? Ano bang bit mo? Ano bang sukbit mo dyan sa 26?
Hindi pa ako nagsasubmit ng
Oy.
deck list.
Okay lang, okay lang, okay lang. Okay lang, okay lang.
Okay lang.
So Wednesday
Nag-iisip
pa.
kasi ako kung
Wednesday.
kung magki-crick ako or magmamagda ako.
Uy.
Uy, bago yan ah.
Napo.
Yung magda po.
Bago yan,
Ba't
bagong
masamang
mod eh.
tao ka? Ba't masamang tao ka, bro?
scary yun,
Kasi pwede ka nang dumiretso ng post-ban sa magda eh.
Oo nga, totoo.
Medyo ano ka eh. Medyo
Dude, yung
thinking pa ako eh. Pero sa pre-ban, so yung dalawa talaga yan. Pagpipilian ko kung alin sa dalawa.
again, Raven just hit the point there na this is gonna be the only time that we're gonna be feeling what if umabot yung dark side, Mana Crypt at J-Lo sa Duskmorn. And actually yun yung yung first episode natin nagpasama na loob ko kasi yun yung talagang pinapractice ko when Duskmorn came out. I was really excited for a few cards. Yung si Marvin, Jolly Balloon Man.
Yeah.
I was so excited and then boom, poof, it became Coco Crunch. So, medyo, this is my last hurrah. Pero now that I brewed Sisay in such a way na parang copium to post-ban, masaya pa rin naman ako. And I'm actually happy na there's a lot of different decks coming out. No, Magda is just such a strong deck now. Dude, JJ parang sobrang binugbog niya lang kami nung Saturday. Magda was just winning second, third, fourth turns and wala kaming magawa sa kanya. Kasi nga everybody's just slow, so crawling. Tapos siya parang di siya na-apekto. Kasi di naman malaking effect sa kanya yung effect ng mana creep, yung
Yung
Dark
dark
ah
side,
side
di
may
ba?
a bit of
Hindi
an
eh.
effect.
oo
And
eh.
it's a less you have to work for more for treasures, pero otherwise yun lang eh.
Yun lang yung bigay niya eh. Pero
Yeah.
you can
It's
already get
still,
5 treasures on third
yeah,
turn or second turn
mabilis.
with Magda, easy.
Yeah.
So I'm scared of that deck. So but yeah,
Nawala yung slot ng Gambo.
oo.
Pwede mo na tanggalin yung meron kasing mga nagbi-build ng Gamble
Oo.
for Darkside. So
Oo,
ngayon, wala na rin pati Gamble. Pwede mo nang hindi ilagay.
pwede na di ilagay, no? Dwarf na rin siya na artifact. So, changeling artifact na yun ngayon.
Mm.
Pero, yun.
Oh,
I think that's, with the meta shifting, there was a lot of, decks that became stronger. I think, they're still strong. Pero, actually, hindi rin nawala yung ibang decks na in-expect ko na mawawala. So, which is, I'm really happy for. Um, Kaya medyo solid. Ayan, di ko rin nakalain na medyo masaya ako post-ban after everything. Malungkot pa rin ako pag binubuklat yung binder. Kasi nakikita ko yung mahal kong mana crypt doon.
Nasa acceptance na
Acceptance
tayo.
na ako. Oo, nasa
Nasa
acceptance na ako.
acceptance na.
Ano ba yun? Ilang phases of grief ba to? Ito na eh.
pwede
So
mo pa
yun.
rin gamitin yung mana creep sa post-ban.
Pero,
Pero,
nagiging, token.
Let's say meron ka Sinsisa eh. So, kunwari, meron kang Smothering Tide. So, yung treasure token mo, yung mana creep mo.
Para lang mapakita mo meron ka, no? Para makita mo.
sa
Yes.
bagay, mahal naman yun. Parang treasure na rin, di ba? Makes
Totoong
sense.
buhay na treasure. Makes sense. Mga sir, baka may shoutout kayo. Baka may gusto kayo i-promote. Baka may binibenta kayong dyan. Baka may side business kayo dyan. Kamusta? St. Andrews Field, bro.
So, nagtitinda kami dito ng mga bukid.
Bukid.
Farms ang binibenta,
Hindi.
farms.
So, pwede mag-shoutout, boss.
Sure, go ahead.
Yan. Shoutout lang ako sa local game store namin dito. Sa Mage Ring, Abishat. So, yan. Kasi doon nga naglalaro. Nagpe-playtest ng DC. Then, syempre, sa tropang walang yaan sa Shiranay.
Yeah.
Shiranay Lancaster Group.
Yun na. Ang lakas ng
Tapos, syempre, boss, sa inyo, yan. Shoutout rin kay Boss Lo.
Yo!
Yan, ng Group Lo.
Yung.
Saka sa buong tropa ng 6750. So, thank you for having me.
Awesome. Thank you,
Sir.
May announcement tayo, di ba? May announcement
Yep.
tayo.
So, yun, bago ang announcement, another special shoutouts to Rule of Law. So, Rule of Law is giving away 4 empty gift bundle box. So, eto, yung MH3 bundle box. So, 4 commenters ang titingnan natin. So, all you need to do is pretty much comment sa comment box ng Rule of Law number 1. So, iro-roll namin yan, then we will be announcing it sa next episode, okay?
Type Rule of Law number 1 sa comment section natin dito sa video na to. And then, make sure that you once we put up the raffle post in Facebook, make sure that you comment that you're done and then you provide your username or your handle name for YouTube post. So,
Yes, sir.
all right. Beshime, can you close us out, my friend?
So, yeah, thank you so much for listening or watching. So, you can find us at Voice of Yao Yao on YouTube. Also, please like and share the video. And if you're still not subscribed yet, please do subscribe. Thank you so much, and till next time.
Let's go.